Now I'm going to go into LINC itself. And just to let you know that there are, again, some of the data points in my estimates and projections are within the main LINC system, but what we wanted to do is provided a separate platform that gave you some more of the more detailed information, because a lot of folks, they may just want, what's the total population for 2030, or what we project for 2030, whereas people that may be working more closely with planning for transportation or other things may want the more detailed data sets. So we've kind of kept that separate from these more summary data sets on the main LINC system. And when you're in the LINC system, you will see, and Bob had shown you about searching for different keywords. What you'll want to look for is population, projections, estimates, or counts. Typically, when we say counts, that's related to the census, decennial census count, which references April 1st of the decennial year. And then typically in LINC, the population estimates / projections are for estimates for past years, projections for future years, and they reference July 1st of a given year. There are a couple of things I want to highlight on just off of the LINC system. One is this little feature we added called the Municipal Overview. This one actually doesn't have my estimates, but it does. It's kind of a neat thing where you can look at, look up your community, and it just gives you a quick overview. Let me go. I think there's an error here. Go to a different one. So this gives you the municipality's name, what the county or counties, if it's in more than one county, year of incorporation, and then the historical census numbers and even the latest census number with a nice little graph kind of showing you how that community has changed. Right now we have some data from 2010 and ACS from 2015, and eventually those will be updated as well. And then you can go directly to the data sets that those are coming from. This includes the municipal boundary data set, and again, this came from its as of January 1st, 2020. It's originally the Tiger line files from the Census Bureau, but it actually came from the NC1 map because there's some additional information that provides details on things like year of incorporation. Then we can go to another place, population and housing overview. It again provides a quick overview of this. Right now, showing the state project counts from 1970 to 2010, estimate for 2019, and projected for 2030. And you can also click on a particular county and look at the general patterns for that community. Now I'm going to go into the data sets themselves. And there's a particular data set I want to highlight. It's called Population Overview. And this is just a quick summary. It's only, I think we put 10-year data periods, but you can look at, maybe if you wanted to summarize for your COG, you can actually look at regional type, select councils of government, and then you can select your year, and you can, again, sort by, we've got different age groups, or the total population for those areas. You can also go to Analyze, and so you've got a quick overview of a particular area, and you can select, let's say, Southwest Commission. So this is just a quick way of kind of looking at a local area or regional area, and we've looked at, or we've put different types of regional types. So MSAs, urban, rural, and then broad regions, Eastern, Central, and Western North Carolina. So I'm going to go back to the front page, and as Bob noted, shows you at the bottom of that page is the link to the State Demographers data platform. And that'll take you, and it looks very similar to the LINC system. It basically is just a subdomain of the LINC system. All the functionalities that Bob showed you are the same within the State Demographer system. I just want to highlight a few different data sets within this. One is we do have historical census data going back to for the state, nation, counties, and actually goes back to 1790. Now, the geographies for the counties are as of 2020. So obviously, some of these counties have changed over time. So the population numbers are reported for that county, but the geography may be different. So just keep that in mind. Again, on the information gives you a lot more of that detail, so you can understand some of those different issues within those estimates. You can also take a look at the particular county through the map, and be able to look at the different counts for those different decades. Then I want to show you the county population estimates. These are the latest population estimates produced, published in September of 2021. These are for July 1st, 2020. These are the first estimates to include or to be calibrated to the 2020 census numbers. And in fact, if you've worked with the Census Bureau's numbers, you will know that those are not calibrated to 2020 census numbers. So for some areas, estimates were overestimated what the counts actually came in of. These have been adjusted for the 2020 census so that you can take a look at the trends over time. And again, you can do some of the same functionality of selecting your county, the particular year. In this case, we have the actual census count, and also the July 1st population estimate. You can look at the analysis for that, and in this case, we're looking at, the reason this is happening is we've got different months, but you can adjust that to show the year by month. It goes from April 1st of 2010 through July 1st of 2020. Then we have published the certified population estimates for July 1st, 2020 for municipalities. Again, same functions. This data set includes the certified July 1st, 2020 estimate and the April 1st, 2020 count. You can also flag by whether it's in one county or more than one county. So anything with a 1 is in more than one county. It references the municipality, the county name. Or if you're just interested in the unincorporated area of a county and the population estimate for that area, you can select 1 for the unincorporated for the balance of each county. And finally, we publish population projections. There are actually 3 different data sets that we create, and then within LINC, we've actually separated those even further. One data set provides single years of age by age, single years of age by sex for each county, which is this one here. Again, some of the same functions that you've seen before. Another data set is population projections by race, sex, and age groups. So this provides a little bit detailed on race categorization and population by broad age groups. Now you'll notice as blanks here, and as Bob mentioned before, this doesn't mean 0. It just means that we suppress those data because for a particular race group, there may be less than 200 in that overall population. So we report the total population, but do not report any of the age characteristics of that population. We have smaller age groups here, and then more broad bins also in that same data set. And then finally, we do population projections by Hispanic origin and race, and actually it's Hispanic origin, race, and sex. This doesn't have the age characteristics, and then the race categories are more broad, white and non-white. But again, we've kind of created some COG values so you can select data for your specific COG or MSA. Select by Hispanic origin. And then select by year. The projection, the data for projections actually includes estimates going back to 2000 for the age, sex, and race categorizations. And then the data set for Hispanic origin and race goes back to 2010. So if you wanted to track the estimates and projections over time, you can go back to those different data sets. And that's a quick overview of the demographic data platform.